I've just been dropped off. It was about an hour and a half boat ride to get up here, and now I'm about to start the trail. Attacks may cause injury or death. Not sure what else they'd cause, eh? That's the first kilometre down, 31 to go. We just walked along this beautiful beach. See how beautiful it is. So I'm 3 kilometres in. I've just made it close to Nina Peak. I'm gonna have a small break here and have a little bit of something to munch on as well. I've packed 15 muesli bars, so I've allowed myself to eat 5 per day. So I've packed all my meals for breakfast and dinner as well. Breakfast, I've got 3 sachets of porridge. For lunch, I've got the muesli bars and also some trail mix, as well as some kangaroo jerky. And for dinner, I've got 2 servings of pasta with tuna, and I've got 1 dehydrated meal. Let's have a look at what we got for lunch today. Alright, we've got a probiotic oat bar with peanuts, almonds and vanilla. Yeah, right, let's give this a crack. I have this water bottle as well, which I got from Anaconda. Pretty awesome, and it actually compacts down the more water you drink from it. So I've been up and down Nina Peak, and now I've made it to Nina Bay. I've done 5.5 kilometres and my legs are starting to feel like jelly. Now I've got to push on to Little Ramsay Bay, which is another 2 kilometres, have another break there. So I just had to scramble my way across this rocky section. It was a little bit difficult to find a path, but those arrows over there mark the trail. Alright, that's going to be a bit of a climb. Got that climb out So 8 kilometers in, I've made it to Little Ramsay Bay. Just got a little bit more to go until I get to the campsite I want to get to for the night. Terrain is pretty rough. It's a difficult trail, especially while hauling a massive backpack. My body's pretty tired, I've been struggling a bit, but hopefully tomorrow will be easier. I do want to make it about 10 or 11 k's today because that will be a third distance. So this is one of the many water collection points on the trail, and I'm just going to refill. And as an added safety measure, I have to pop one of these bad boys in there. Water purifying tablets, just in case. Now that'll sit for about half an hour and it'll do its job. Alright, it's been the end of a very long day. I've walked 10.5 kilometers and I've set up camp at Banksia Bay. That was a pretty grueling first day hike, and tomorrow I've got another 10.5 kilometers ahead of me. The beach is just outside and I'm not going to open the tent up because a million mozzies are going to come in. So now I've got to start cooking, and I've got to find a way to cook without letting too many mosquitoes come in. This is what we're having tonight. Pasta with tuna and pasta sauce. So the water is straight from the creek, and because I put those purifying tablets in, the water tastes a little bit like chlorine. So let's see how the pasta turns out. Alright, now I do have to put this on the stove outside because it's very bad to inhale the fumes inside the tent. Good morning. Got another 9 or 10 kilometers to do today, but before I head off I'm going to make some porridge. So we got porridge supreme, which I bought from Anaconda, and just some up and go milk from Woolies. And there we have some perfectly good porridge. Amazing. Alright, all packed and ready to go. It's about 9.5 k's to Zoe Bay. Looks like a landslide happened here some time ago. Now most probably the croc will reside in that water, so let's steer clear of that hay. I've made made it 16 k's, which is half distance, and I'm just relaxing by this water stream where I can refill my water again. Not a bad spot to relax. It's another 4 or 5 k's until I reach the next campsite. The terrain has been pretty challenging so far. You know, stumbling over rocks and almost falling over. It's probably one of the biggest dangers on this island, to be honest. The risk of falling over or twisting an ankle. Never mind the crocs. But yeah, so far I haven't seen any crocs. Thankfully the backpack has been getting lighter as I've been eating my meals. It does put a lot of pressure on the hips. So yeah, it's a bit of a challenge to walk with. And thankfully most of today has been walking under the canopy of the rainforest. So I've been well shaded, not a lot of sun. So otherwise I would have been boiling and sweating and it would have been miserable. But so far so good. And really, I'm enjoying this hike for the most part. All right, have to cross a creek. Wish me luck. Just had to clear that whole boggy swamp. That was fun. So I'm at Zoe Bay campground and I just went up to the falls and it was just amazing. Had a quick dip, got the chance to cool off, wash off, and had all these fishes come and swim really close to me. Never experienced anything like that before. Now I'm just going to chill here for the rest of the evening, cook some pasta again, and I've just heard some stories about rats rummaging through your food if you leave your backpack on the floor. So this is where I'm going to be camping tonight, and as you can see, everyone hangs their backpacks on these poles here to stop the rats from getting to it. So I only have to walk 6.5 k's today, which is a big relief. Smashed out the biggest distances over the last 2 days. I'm at Zoe Falls, and at the end of today I'll be at Mulligan Falls. Just had to climb this rope with the backpack on. That was fun. We are starting to see civilization again. Got the Palm Islands over there and the town of Lucinda just there. trail now, just at the end. I'll be there tomorrow. Alright, I finally made it to Mulligan Falls camping area. So I'll be spending one night here, and this is the final night I'll be spending here. 6.5 kilometers left to go until I reach George Point, and that depends on if I can cross Mulligan Creek. It looks like I'll be arriving at high tide, so I may not be able to cross. My legs feel like absolute jelly right now, so I'm glad I get the chance to chill. And we're all set up. Day, 7:45 in the morning, ready to push on and head straight to the pickup point. Should take about 3 hours or so, maybe less. Actually saw a few rats last night. They came up really close to the tent at night, and I shone my light on them and they just didn't budge. They didn't get scared at all. There must have been some leftover scent lingering around my backpack. So I ended up taking it out and hanging it up on the poles along with the rest of the food, because one of the rats tried to actually chew through my tent, and I wasn't about to let that happen. So I'm on my way now down to the beach and up to Mulligan's Creek crossing. So let's see if we can manage to cross. Alright, George's Point, pickup point, let's go. And my backpack is so much lighter than it was before. And the reason for that is there's no pasta in it. How good's that? And I've made it to the beach. Alright, 4 kilometers left to go that way. So this is the final creek crossing that I have to cross. And it's just about coming up to high tide, so I'm looking for a spot where I can cross safely. Alright, I don't have a lot of options, but I'm going to have to cross this water. Hopefully it's not too deep. Yep, there we go, from the waist down. Alright, time to get changed. Alright, completely changed and fresh, new clothes, save for the shoes of course. But we push on and a couple more Ks to go. What an amazing trek it's been. As we get around the final corner. And there's the end of the trail, just up ahead. So this is the end of the trail, and this is where I wait to be picked up. Got here heaps early, so just got time to relax a little bit. And here comes my ride. Alright, so I've just finished the hike and gotten back to the mainland. What an amazing experience. Got to see a variety of different landscapes. The island's very pristine, very beautiful, untouched. Has quite a Jurassic feel to it. From savanna to tropical rainforest and boggy swamp areas. And some parts of the trail were very rocky, with it being a big challenge to just put one foot in front of the other, almost stumbling, and very easy to place a wrong step, but also very good to be able to spread the hike out over 3 days. So I had time to relax at some of the campsites. Good places for it too, just the waterfalls there were absolutely stunning. Excellent hike.